Hey cookies! Caution. If you make this, you may just get kissed in the mouth. Seriously, this is good. It's my shrimp and grits recipe. To put that simply, actually it's garlic and herb shrimp and polenta with a white wine and pancetta reduction cream. It's all kinds of bougie, but it's all kinds of delicious. So let's hop to it. Let's make it. Let's get started with the grits. So I'm using white polenta. You can use whatever type of grits you prefer. Make sure they're stone ground grits because they are the best. But do not use instant grits for this. Don't you dare do it, okay? It takes a little bit longer to cook, but it's so worth it. We want some flavorful and creamy grits, so we're using chicken broth and heavy cream to cook them in instead of just water. We're also going to be blooming these seasonings by adding in some herbs to the liquids instead of waiting to just season the grits when they're finished. This is going to add so much flavor. So whisk that in and bring it to a boil before we add the grits. Now we're going to slowly add in the grits or the polenta and whisk that in while we're adding them. Continue to whisk. That's the key to making these super creamy and keep them from sticking. Now add in some butter. See, y'all can argue all y'all want about putting salt or sugar in grits, but I don't care. You must put the butter. No debating on that. Okay, so we're going to lower that heat and cover them and allow them to cook for about 10 to 15 minutes. Just look at your grits on the back of your grits to determine the time, the length of time. Some grits are different, so just go by the directions on the back. Now, this has been after 15 minutes. My grits are done. I'm adding in some smoked cheddar only because I had a block in the refrigerator and I needed to use it. You can use whatever kind of cheese you like. I love this smoked cheddar in these grits. It was so flavorful. Thought I was going to say good, huh? But stir that in and then cover the pot and let those stay warm. We're going to move over to the shrimp and sauce. Alright, time to work on that sauce. So to my well-oiled skillet, I'm adding in some diced pancetta. Now you can use regular bacon. I'm only using a little bit. Y'all know how I feel about bacon. I'm not a fan, but you need that flavor in here. If you don't have pancetta, just use some regular bacon. Applewood bacon would be perfect as well. Now lower the heat a little bit and add in your finely diced onions. Your girl diced her own onions today. Didn't use the food processor. Go me. I wasn't lazy. Actually, I was. I only diced them by hand because I didn't want to clean that food processor afterwards. But anyway, I did it. Fry them around. Keep them moving. You don't want them to burn. Now let's add in some minced garlic. Again, make sure that heat is low and keep this garlic moving. Don't burn my garlic. You know, that's my pet peeve. Keep it moving. At this time, I'm going to pour in a little bit of dry white wine. I'm using Pinot, but any dry white wine would be good. And my camera dropped. So, I'm not even going to delete that. I'm going to leave it in. It's a struggle. Okay, now the white wine has reduced almost completely. Remember, my sauce won't get you drunk. It's fine. The alcohol completely cooks out. So now I'm adding in some shrimp. Now the shrimp, I lightly seasoned them with some garlic and herb Mrs. Dash and a little bit of Tony's. You know, I gotta have my Tony. So we're going to sear these shrimp on both sides. Okay, y'all know I make up these recipes as I go, so I saw that I needed just a little bit more white wine, so I added that in and allowed that shrimp to cook in it, which was a plus because it added just that much more flavor. So after a minute or so, I flipped over those shrimp and allowed it to cook on the other side. Look at me struggling to flip those things. Look, bless my heart. Of course, gotta add in some cold, unsalted butter. Just a little bit. Mix it around. As that butter melts, it's going to emulsify that white wine sauce. Alright, so I'm going to pour in a little bit of heavy cream. And man, I wish y'all could smell this. Man, YouTube, you adding everything else. Add some smell-o-vision to this thing. Okay, now a little bit of grated Parmesan. And man, this sauce. I didn't even need to add any more seasoning. Not even to my grits. Like, you can taste it, and if you see that you need to add anything, you can. But I highly doubt that, because let me tell you, this stuff is seasoned to perfection. Okay? And once the sauce thickened to my liking, I just added a little bit of fresh parsley and a squeeze of lemon juice. Off camera, I added a little bit of lemon juice to add a little bit more freshness, and the sauce was perfect. Perfect. So once we've added that parsley in, let's plate this and get our lives. Y'all, I really can't explain how good this is. You know, this dish just proves how important it is to pray before you cook, because ain't nobody but God did this, y'all. Coop takes no credit. This is Jesus, and when you taste it, hallelujah, hallelujah. No lie, I really think that this might just get Coop married. Like, I don't know. I need a bae to serve this to, because like, I really think I could get married from this dish. Like, the taste alone is unreal. It's so good, man. You don't believe me? You don't believe me. You skeptical? Try it. That's it. I just want you to try it. That's all. I just want you to try it, okay? Trust me on this. This shrimp and grits is everything. Everything. The pancetta or bacon, if you use bacon, it don't matter. It's good. The sauce is lit, okay? It is so good. You see how excited I am about this? Because I'm just happy to share this with you. Because it's good. God did it. And I want him to do it for you too. So say a prayer and then make my recipe. Special thanks to Miss Charlotte for requesting this recipe. Guys, send me more requests. I love cooking for y'all. I love it. Check the description box. The recipe link will be there very soon. As always, thank you. Thank you. I look forward to cooking for you again. I gotta eat. See y'all later. Be blessed.